Hello everybody and welcome back to Student Recipes. My name is Eliza and today we're going to be making the ultimate Trader Joe's charcuterie board. Okay, so I just got back from Trader Joe's and I have all of my stuff in front of me, including all of my cheeses, crackers, meats, everything for this board. So first I'm going to start off with the star of the show, the cheeses. The first one I'm going to do here is Borzen. This is a Gournay cheese and that's typically made from cow's milk and it's known for its like creamy texture. I personally put this on everything. I eat it with crackers like very frequently, more specifically these, which I actually got for the board, which I'll talk more about later. So that's the first cheese we have. So the next cheese we have today is this creamy Toscano cheese soaked in Syrah. It's known for its mild and buttery flavor, which is often compared to pecorino. When eating this cheese, you'll taste the creamy and buttery flavors, which are really well complemented by the fruity and tart flavors from the Syrah wine. Trader Joe's also has a spread version of this that's like my favorite thing ever. The last few times I've been, I have not been able to find it, but I highly recommend the spread version if you're making cheese boards too. Next are these pickle cheese curds. I've never seen these before. I think they are just cheese curds that are tossed in pickle slices. That's what it says on the packaging. I'm a lover of all things pickles, specifically dill pickles, so I'm really excited to give these a shot on the cheese board today. So the next cheese we have is this Trader Joe's Unexpected Cheddar. This is one of my favorite cheddar cheeses. It tastes like a classic aged cheddar, but it has like a hint of Parmesan flavor. It's like sharper, which is what I like about it, as I love sharp cheeses and Parmesan especially. Next we have this Chèvre goat cheese with herbs on it. I've never gotten this before, but I love goat cheese and all things goat cheese. Trader Joe's also has this very popular blueberry goat cheese, but I don't really like sweet things with my goat cheese very much. But that's just a personal preference, so I chose this one. But the blueberry goat cheese does have awesome color on the outside, which I think would be great for this cheese board as well. So the last thing of cheeses I got is this tapas sampler, which has Iberico, Manchego, and Cabra cheeses. These are typical for charcuterie and cheese boards, so I figured I would get these since they're a staple. And might as well. They also come pre-sliced, which is great for if you're in a time crunch or anything like that while making your charcuterie board. So next I have this assortment of meats. It has chorizo, serrano ham, and salami, and they also come pre-sliced, which is perfect for this board. The next thing I have is actually not from Trader Joe's. I just had this in my fridge, but I have these capers, which I love. Since I love pickles, these capers are great for like a little salty bite in your charcuterie board. Next, I have this bag of truffle Marcona almonds. My mom and I love Marcona almonds, and they're great for charcuterie and cheese boards. I also love everything truffle flavored, so when I saw these at Trader Joe's, I knew I had to try them. So I'm really excited to put these on the cheese board today. Next, we have this sour cherry jam from Stonewall Kitchen. This is great for some zing and some sweetness to add to any of these cheeses and the crackers as well. For our fresh fruit element, I have some blackberries. I'm using these for another recipe this week, so I figured multi-purpose, let's use it for both. We have these pita bite crackers. These are great for going with any of the cheeses or fruits or spreads. They're pretty versatile and plain, so I feel like these are great for if you're having like a party, because anyone will eat these. We have these fig and olive crisps. These are a bit more of an acquired taste. They're sweet and savory, but they're great, and I think they pair well with everything we have today. So I feel like that's everything that's going on the cheese board. So I'm gonna switch the camera over and we're gonna get to assembling. Alright, so here I am breaking up the unexpected cheddar into some smaller pieces for the board. This would be just better so it's bite size and so you can put it on a cracker or with some jam. Next, I basically did the same for the Toscano cheese with Syrah. I just cut it up into some smaller pieces with a knife. Then I took the Spanish tapas trio of cheeses and I just broke those up into the pieces that were there and distributed them on the cheese board. I followed that by placing some Borzen on the cheese board with the spreader, so it would be easier for people to spread it on crackers. I then greatly struggled with getting the goat cheese open, but once I finally did, I squeezed some onto the cheese board and left it. Then I took out the pickle curds and broke them into some smaller pieces and placed them in a small ramekin on the board. So then I added a few slices of a baguette to the board. And I followed that up with some truffle Marcona almonds. And then I assembled the pre-sliced Spanish meats onto the board. I followed that by adding some fresh blackberries for color and freshness. I then added some of the fig and olive crisps to the plate. And I followed that up with some of the pita chips on multiple spots just to fill up some space. I then added some of the sour cherry jam to a ramekin with a spreader so that it could be spread onto some of the crackers and cheeses as well. I then added a few capers onto various places just for a bit of bite. Alright guys, so here's our fully assembled cheese board. Thank you so much for watching my video and supporting student recipes, and come back for some more videos like this one.